If I were living in America, I would have left the country a long time ago without looking back, because what the hell is going on? When I tell you no one is safe, I mean it. The way this city gets destroyed probably on a weekly or monthly basis in this show is crazy. And the craziest part, Conquest didn't even give them a chance to recover from the destructions caused by the Invincible War before wrecking the city all over again. Just when I thought all hope was lost for Invincible returning to its former glory, boom, a worthy opponent appears and puts up a show. Conquest changed everything and proved me and some other fans wrong. I literally had to eat my words, guys. I feel like the voice acting for the character doesn't match with the vibe of the character, that doesn't match with the vibe of the character, that doesn't match with the vibe of the character. I'm sorry, I apologize, because Jeffrey Morgan is perfect as Conquest voice actor. What was I thinking, bro? Like, he literally embodied this beast and brought his character to life. This episode was brutal. The fight between Mark and Conquest was insane, and to be honest, I didn't expect it to be that intense. I'm genuinely impressed by the animation quality of this episode. It was on par with the standards we saw in the early days of Invincible. The fight scenes, brutality, and the focus on the battle full time were exactly what I hoped for during the Invincible War arc. But we barely got that. This episode just renewed my hope for this show, because this is what we signed up for. I really hope Amazon Prime prioritizes this show and gives it the budget it deserves, because Invincible is seriously on a track to becoming one of the best animated shows ever. Conquest's character took me by surprise. I never expected to sympathize with him, but here we are. I almost teared up when he poured out his heart to Mark, because in that moment you could see someone who just wanted to be seen and appreciated. And also, possibly you can also sense that he might not fully grasp the reason behind the Earth's destruction. He's just there blindly following orders. That scene completely changed the way I saw him, and it wiped away all the hatred I had for his character before. Conquest saw the amount of love Mark shared with the people around him, especially his love for Eve, and it moved him. It made him realize that Mark isn't fighting him just to stab him or, to use him as a punching bag like he initially claimed. Mark is fighting because he has people he loves and cares about. This realization immediately shifted Conquest's perspective.
Oh, such a strong bond. Viltrumites have nothing like this. It's a weakness, really.
It moved him to the point that he didn't even know when he decided to pour out his heart to Mark. I was moved as well, because there and there you find out that this is someone who has no idea that true love even exists. The thing I found very funny in this fight is how Conquest kept getting surprised whenever Mark tried to save someone from him, even while he himself is in deep shit as well. He didn't understand it. Conquest is always like, you need help too, the fuck?
Such concern for others' safety. You really are pathetic. I am beginning to understand your affinity for these lowly creatures.
This whole realization made Conquest understand that family love is a real thing. For the first time, he experienced selflessness, and it completely changed him. What I love the most about Conquest is that he wasn't just there to fight. He wanted a challenge. He wanted fun. And Mark gave him a front row seat to that. Conquest was entertained by all the drama Mark displayed, especially with saving Oliver and Eve, up to the point that he even showed appreciation. Like, who does that?
While I have your attention, I want to thank you, Mark. Really. It's not often I get to cut loose like this.
Bro is just built different. Speaking of Eve, I so much love how the show finally gave her the respect she deserves by showcasing the immense power she possesses. Because recently she hasn't been putting up much of a good fight, and we've all had this idea that she's super powerful, mainly because of her ability to manipulate Atom and create pretty much anything, especially after watching the Atom Eve special, right? So with that in mind, we naturally expect to see her utilize these abilities strategically in combat. But the show constantly nerfs her potentials. They always reduce her to just blocking opponents with pink walls. And this is something that has always low-key pissed me off, because I don't understand why they don't explore more creative and tactical ways for her to use her powers in battles. But those days are behind us now, because finally Atom Eve showed us why she is so amazing. She puts up an incredible fight in this episode, and not just that, she was actually smart about it. Covering Conquest's head with a pink circle to block his airflow, smart. Increasing the air density around him to corner him, brilliant. There were so many intelligent moves Eve displayed that were honestly refreshing. And then her final move, healing herself and transforming into a goddess, chef's kiss. I honestly thought we lost Eve for a moment and then she came back swinging. That was really good. In my last video, I complained that Eve seemed like a burden to Mark, even though they are together because they love each other and understand the potential dangers their powers bring. Tell me why this episode answered all my concerns. Eve came to Mark's rescue during his fight with Conquest, and that is exactly what Mark needed. This is why they are meant for each other, because they are both powerful and can help one another in this level. This is exactly what I was complaining about. Show us that they are meant for each other when it truly matters. Show us that Eve isn't a burden to Mark, but rather someone who completes him. Because if we are being real, without Eve stepping in, I have no idea how that fight would have played out. So her impact is definitely felt. Aside from the fact that they complement each other perfectly, right, this fight also strengthened their bond and deepened their love. Mark realizing that Eve is willing to sacrifice her life for him, and Eve seeing the same in Mark, added another layer of depth in their relationship. It gave their connection even more weight. You can truly see two people who care about each other unconditionally. Eve barely healed, leaving her hospital bed to help Mark, and Mark, despite being weak, still trying to protect her from Conquest. That is big affection right there, guys. Even Conquest recognizes this.
Oh, such a strong bond.
A couple that fights together stays together, for real, because alright, let me be serious, but that was seriously epic. This episode revived the dying hope that Invincible can return to being peak, just like in season 1. The way events unfolded in this episode really solidified the show further. The build up to next season is already exciting because we have no idea what Damien Darkblood is planning, guys, and whatever he's cooking, I can't wait to see it unfold as well. Conquest played a massive role in reviving the hope for this show because his character changed everything, dispelling any doubts about this show's quality. His presence alone proved how impactful a well-crafted antagonist can be. And then on top of that, Mark finally stepping up and making it clear that he's done holding back and is ready to take down any real threats to the people he cares about is exactly what we've been waiting for. It took him long enough to reach this realization, but I guess it was worth the wait. If you made it to this level of the video, you are the real MVP. I really appreciate you watching the video. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel because it's literally going to help me a lot to make more videos. What are your thoughts on the final episode of Invincible season 3? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out of here.